A well-educated mind will always have more questions than answers. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. One painful duty fulfilled makes the next plainer and easier. Blindness separates people from things, deafness separates people from people. There's only one story, the story of your life. Often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. Words are the mind's wings, are they not? A bend in the road is not the end of the road, unless you fail to make the turn. Making a mistake is falling down, failure is not getting up again. Touch each object as if tomorrow you would never be able to feel anything again. The highest result of education is tolerance. Death is no more than passing from one room into another. No one has a right to consume happiness without producing it. The place between your comfort zone and your dream is where life takes place. I think the degree of a nation's civilization may be measured by the degree of enlightenment of its women. The most pathetic person in the world is someone who has sight, but has no vision. Of all the senses, sight must be the most delightful. We cannot freely and wisely choose the right way for ourselves unless we know both good and evil. He who is content with what has been done is an obstacle in the path of progress. When you lose your vision, you lose contact with things. When you lose your hearing, you lose contact with people. People do not like to think. If one thinks, one must reach conclusions. Conclusions are not always pleasant. While they were saying among themselves it cannot be done, it was done. Toleration is the greatest gift of the mind. It requires the same effort of the brain that it takes to balance oneself on a bicycle. What I am looking for is not out there, it is in me. Hope sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. We betray ourselves into smallness when we think the little choices of each day are trivial. Use your eyes as if tomorrow you would become blind. It is hard to interest those who have everything in those who have nothing. I am thankful that in a troubled world no calamity can prevent the return of spring. Happiness rarely keeps company with an empty stomach. A man can't make a place for himself in the sun if he keeps taking refuge under the family tree. The most beautiful world is always entered through imagination. I will not just live my life. I will not just spend my life. I will invest my life. The attempt to suppress an idea has always and everywhere proved a failure. The power of effecting changes for the better is within ourselves, not in the favorableness of circumstances.